Hey, good morning, everybody. MG here, MG Covers. We're going to do a sports betting preview show for the two NBA games today. I'll give you both of my leans on those games. Before we do that, as always, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, greatly appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Had a ton of growth here over the weekend. We did a Major League Baseball preview on Friday, so we're going to start doing a lot more of these preview videos for different sports. So again, before we dive into that, if you want to follow me on social media, I'm MGCovers, Covers spelled with a Z. You get a lot of content simply by following me on Instagram. So it's not just me barking for followers, but you get a lot of value. Simply follow me. I give out a ton of information on my storyline. So let's dive into, it'll be a real short video. We're going to look at the Atlanta-Philadelphia game. Now, first game of the series, and what you always want to look for in the first game of a series when handicapping playoffs, what happened in the previous series. Is there a fatigue issue? I made a video about this maybe last week. So both Atlanta and Philadelphia last played on June the 2nd. So both teams are going to be well rested. My actual line for this game, I have Atlanta -6.5. I have Atlanta favored here. Again, I don't make my wager or prediction just based on that. I think one of the interesting stats too, we'll take a look at line movement early. Line movement, the book I'm looking at opened up at 2.5. Philadelphia now has gone to 3.5. So you have line movement favoring Philadelphia. And I think probably one of the biggest stats, let me pull this up. Well, I don't need to pull it up. I already had it memorized. Philadelphia, check this stat out, 32-7 at home. This is a concept I talked about a month ago or so. It might have been a coaching video about what happens in soccer with the home team. A lot of these teams, win a high percentage of their games. Some of them in the 90 percentile, but Philadelphia at home this year, 32-7. All right, so that equates to an 82% win percentage at home. And I know what you're saying. Well, hey, they have to cover the 3.5. Great point about NBA. The average, people don't think about this, the average margin of victory in NBA is about 10 points. It was 9 points on average. I haven't done an updated search on this, but in January, NBA was on pace to have an average margin of victory of 12 points. So it's that same concept we talk about in NFL. The team that wins a large percentage of the time will cover. So if the average margin of victory is 12 points, then you don't even have to worry about that 3.5. So that first game between Atlanta and Philadelphia, I definitely like Philadelphia to cover that 3.5 in that one. All right, if we move along to the Dallas Clippers game, this is a relatively simple analysis, and I've used this a ton throughout my career. My actual line, I have Clippers favored in this one at -5, and I have Dallas at +5. However, this is a Game 7, and it's a Game 7 for a reason. Clippers have come back here recently. But a Game 7 tells us what about these two teams? Again, sometimes when you're handicapping a game, you just need to think very simple, very basic. This is a Game 7, so we've had each team win 3 games apiece. So what does that tell us? These teams are basically even. Now, today, when you look at the line, we have, Clippers are favored -6.5, but looks like at this book, which is a really trusted book, you're getting a majority of the tickets, majority of the money is on Dallas. So what did we just learn on the previous example? The team that wins will cover a large majority of the time. So my recommendation, my lean for this particular game will be Dallas on the money line at plus anywhere from 220 to looks like 230 you can get. And the reason being is, again, the team that wins is going to cover anyway, so you don't really gain a huge advantage by taking those, points in that game, and you get much better value simply by playing them on the money line. They've already won 3 games already against this team, so, there's a good possibility they'll win this one tonight. And I just like that play, Dallas plus 220 on the money line and Philadelphia -3.5. You can get access to all my power rankings. These lines I just showed, as well as NBA. We're going to have soccer power rankings released here pretty soon. And, of course, NBA in the fall. If you want to get access to those, as well as all of my coaching videos, I release a brand new coaching video about once a week. That's $49.95 per month. You can get that in addition to all my plays for $99 a month, or you can join for the year, save about 60%. That's $4.99 for the entire year. Gives you access to everything. Good luck with those plays today. We'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.